coastal city in Sinaloa, Mazatlan has been a honeypot for foreign tourists since the stars of Hollywood's golden age came down for fishing trips and socializing on Plaza Machado. Mazatlan dated a century before and was planned by a Filipino banker who made his fortune from the pearl trade. Most tourists will stay in the modern Zona Dorada, with a luxury marina and high-rise beachfront condos. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Mazatlan so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Centro Histórico. Most of Mazatlan's National Historic Landmark buildings are in the Centro Histórico, the quarter developed in the 1820s and 1830s. In that time, Mazatlan grew from a village on a swampy river estuary to the largest port on Mexico's Pacific coast and the capital of Sinaloa. One of the trademarks of Old Mazatlan is its pulmonias, golf cart-style taxis with awnings that zip around its streets. At number 9 is the Plaza Machado. The Filipino pearl diving entrepreneur Juan Nepomuceno Machado was named for its financier, and Plaza Machado was plotted on swampy ground in 1837. The square is the most picturesque in Centro Histórico, with rows of palms and hardwood trees, formal flower beds and an elegant wrought iron bandstand at its center. Take a few minutes to admire the houses fronting the square, painted in earthy tones, and consider the diverse characters that have visited this spot over the last 180 years. At number 8, Malecón. One of the world's longest waterfront promenades, the Malecón stretches 8.5 kilometers from the Golden Zone to the Centro Histórico. The southern starting point is a monument for Pedro Infante, the Mazatlan-born actor and singer. On this palm-lined route are quirky works of public art, street food vendors, beaches, and an abundance of bars, clubs, and restaurants. Watching the sun go down is an integral part of any night out on the Malecón. At number 7, Faro. The Cerro Creston is the large rock at the end of an isthmus on the west side of the harbor entrance. The summit has been used for navigation since 1828 with the construction of a primitive beacon. This was replaced by an actual lighthouse in 1879, still manned today after several modifications and with a range of 30 nautical miles. And while this building merits a peek, the view from the Cerro Creston makes the tough hike to the top worthwhile. At number 6 in our list, Immaculate Conception Cathedral. Built over nearly 45 years up to 1899, Mazatlan's cathedral is an opulent monument with hints of neo-Baroque, neoclassical, and neo-Gothic architecture. The south-facing main facade has a portico cum arcade with elongated multifoil arches, stones arranged in an eye-catching diagonal pattern, and sculpted images of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in niches. The three-naved interior is richly adorned, boasting the enormous chandelier in Mexico hanging from the Renaissance-style central dome. At number 5, Immaculate Conception Cathedral. Translating to high waves, this small golden bay is right on the Centro Histórico and is traced by the Malecón. True to its name, Playa Altas has some intense surf, attracting bodyboarders and surfers. As the place where tourism took hold in the mid-20th century, it's fun to think that John Wayne or Gary Cooper would have trodden these sands some 70 years ago. Wayne, Rudolph Valentino, Gregory Peck and Rock Hudson all stayed at the Hotel Belmar backing the beach. At number 4, Mazatlán Aquarium. The only standalone aquarium on Mexico's Pacific coast, this attraction has more than 50 tanks showing off the species that inhabit the Pacific next to Sinaloa, as well as freshwater life from tropical regions worldwide. Over 250 species, including sea turtles, sharks, octopuses, piranhas, clownfish, eels and mudskippers, can breathe out of the water and use their fins as legs. The marquee tanks are the Oceanic Fish Tank, holding almost 2 million liters, and the Stingray Pool contains 6 different species. At number 3 in our list, Isla de la Piedra. Less developed, this is more of a peninsula than an island and is fronted by a long coarse sandy beach about 200 meters from the dock. On the west side, closest to Mazatlan, the beach is backed by several restaurants, some of which are proper sit-down establishments and others simple palapas, depending on your fancy. Many of the restaurants have their own sun loungers and beach chairs, which come with the price of a meal. You can also go on a catamaran excursion to tour the mangroves in the channel and explore caves once used by pirates on the coast. At number 2, Playa Bruja. A bus or taxi ride from the center of Mazatlan, Playa Bruja is past the Golden Zone in Cerritos, a northern oceanfront area where high-rise hotels are cropping up by the year. The beach is a few hundred meters of sand washed by lively surf. The swells can get up to 2 meters, but Playa Bruja is on a gentle slope, and the waves break pretty far out, so there's lots of shallow water to splash around in. Check out the number 1 places in our list: whale watching. Mexico's Pacific coast is among the best places in the world to see humpback whales between December and March. This species migrates from Alaska to calve in tropical waters south of Mazatlan around Puerto Vallarta. Throughout the season, there's a high chance of close-up experiences with this remarkable creature, whether you see fins, blowholes, tails, or whole whales breaching. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite thing to do in Mazatlan? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.